center court getting ready for championship final action. The court is packed for the Miller Lite Seal Beach Open Championship final. Karch Kiraly, Kent Steffes going up against Mike Dodd and Mike Whitmarsh. Fans are energized. The two best teams this weekend. Kiraly, Steffes, Dodd, Whitmarsh, 1 game to 15 points. Winning team splits $30,000. Karch Kiraly, the Old Spice King of the Beach currently. He has 2 gold medals. His partner, Kent Steffes, who won 18 tournaments last year. He was the king of the bank. He won over $330,000. A physical sort. And of course, Karch in the pink hat, his lucky pink hat, gunning for his 16th win this year with Steffes. On the opposite team, the underrated Mike Dodd, a tremendous player. He is 6th on the all-time list. And the enigma, 6'7" basketball player Mike Whitmarsh. And of course, the big story here in Seal Beach, can he finish? Mike Whitmarsh has had a problem and a history of dealing with heat and dehydration. Of course, dehydration and cramps have sidelined. When Kiraly cramped in New Orleans, he has finished second 10 times, Paul Sunderland.
Well, but he took last week off. And I think that will really help him, not only physiologically, but mentally, because his doctors have found at least what they think now is a cure. Before, he was afraid that he was going to cramp. Now he comes into this competition confident that for the first time this summer he can finish a final.
Kent Steffes and Karch Kiraly, Mike Whitmarsh and Mike Dodd, 1 game to 15 for the championship. Whitmarsh in purple whacks the first one. What a sentimental favorite he should be. Last year he got to the final here in Seal Beach. He had to take 6 bags of IV to continue to play. Still he could not finish. And he is looking to make up for that.
One of the most popular players on tour. Everybody feeling for him.
Here's Kent Steffes.
Come on, come on!
And Dodd has a chance for a point. Whitmarsh. Right to Karch. Dodd, he's got it. And he can't put it away because of Steffes.
Seeing the level of performance Dodd and Whitmarsh have had really through much of their partnership. Mike Dodd playing phenomenal defense, going for the reverse jam in honor of Shaquille O'Neal, and even that doesn't go down.
Kiraly with the serve, no score. And Mike Dodd, did he touch the net? No. Dodd going on 2 and getting the side out.
How can anybody with Mike Dodd's credentials be unappreciated or underappreciated, underrated? He has been that, always played with very visible, and in Tim Hovland's case, loud partners, but a phenomenal career.
Serving Steffes. And Steffes pops it through. Early in his career, Steffes had troubles with Whitmarsh.
You'll blab it over the air, and then everybody will know.
And Steffes, 25 years old, the right, which we do. Now Mike Dodd to serve. No score early. And double contact called on Karch Kiraly. Karch has been having trouble setting this week. He's been
simultaneously, but he's leaving with the double contact left to right transfer, creating a lot of spin, unfair ball control advantage, like carrying the ball over in a basketball game.
Karch snaps one through. 1-0 Whitmarsh and Dodd. Nobody up, and Whitmarsh crushes it. He was 5'10", 140 pounds as a junior in high school, grew 7 inches and gained 40 pounds in 1 year. That ball goes out of bounds. 2-0 Whitmarsh and Dodd. There's Dodd
in the match prior to this, and they're going after Kent Steffes. First unforced error.
Off Whitmarsh and out of bounds. Fox.
And one of the keys, Chris, is the wind has completely changed direction since earlier in the day. And Whitmarsh and Dodd have had a match under their belts in these wind conditions. Kiraly and Steffes have not. The wind was blowing.
Played in Italy with Tim Hovland will serve. Dodd in white. Took a week off from the AVP Tour and made $8,000. Good little paid vacation. Steffes snaps it down the line. Side out. And Karch Kiraly to serve. Third on the all-time list with 74 career wins. Whitmarsh out of bounds in the first point for the Kings of the Beach, Karai and Steffes.
It's a weakness of Mike Whitmarsh. The ball set 6 or 7 feet back. He loves line. That was the open area for the easy side out. Missed it.
Whitmarsh. Whitmarsh hits it off. And Steffes. Big difference. Karai and Steffes.
Karai and Steffes, they're 6th. And Dodd Whitmarsh had a tough go of it. They beat Lewis and Stokos 13-12. Beat Smith and Luty's 10-9 on time. Going the distance.
Steffes. Steffes. 51 wins. Marvelous past 2 years. Whitmarsh over the top.
This time around in Seal Beach, poking right over the top of Karai.
Mike Dodd. Pretty good spinner. And cutting inside.
Big ball rocketing through the wind, but this volleyball's inflated and the wind blowing now about 15-20 miles an hour.
Good serve, Whitmarsh. And he snaps it down. So Whitmarsh is getting a number of serves.
He's both of them off pretty well. 2-1 early here. Whitmarsh and Dodd ahead.
Whit trying to block Karch. And Karch dribbles one in on the line. And Jim Mangas, his idols were Warren Buffett and Peter Lynch of money-making fame.
And Ivan Boesky, except he doesn't admit that one.
Not anymore. Whitmarsh. Got it. Able to finish up the big ones. 2-1. Ace for Dodd.
Chalk that one up almost exclusively to the wind conditions. Mike Dodd, so experienced, been out on tour for 15 years. Doesn't hit it hard. A little top spin up into the wind over Kirai's head. The wind brings it down inside the back line.
Pretty good retrieval there by Karch. He cuts Whit. And it did not cross the net. Whitmarsh and Dodd take a 4-1 lead. But they were on the good side. Now they go to the bad side. Can they continue? 7:09 to go in the game. Whit Dodd out early, 4-1. The wave rolling through Seal Beach. Who is doing and hanging 10? Yeah, the Shaq doing the wave. Shaquille O'Neal having some fun. Miller Lite Seal Beach Open presented by Old Spice. Chris Marlowe and Paul Sunderland. Mike Dodd and Mike Whitmarsh have jumped out 4-1 and are looking good. However, they're on the bad side now, Paul. We'll see what happens. Steffes puts it away.
You just can't.
Here comes Karai, his team trailing 4-1, and he tries to bang one. Whitmarsh won, but none together.
Come on, Mike!
Chance for a point, big one. Karch. And Karch puts it away. A big missed chance for Dodd and Whitmarsh.
At Manhattan Beach came back, so they don't get too rattled down early.
Good pass. Steffes has it. Looking for a point. Can't get it. Dodd and Whitmarsh keeping the pressure. A 3-time world champion. Double contact. First referee is Jim Leonard. So far,
both of them good calls. Again, the wind playing an awful lot to do with the ball handling difficulties.
Karch
showing 7 inches above the basket.
Dodd puts it away, and a nice set by Whitmarsh.
The big side out.
Karch has it. And Steffes puts it away.
And particularly against a player like Mike Whitmarsh, who's capable of blocking almost any ball you put up there. You really have to help one another out, and Steffes finishing quickly on 2.
5-1 does it better. And
ball in, and if he does so, rip it after that.
And into the net goes Dodd. Wind blowing very heavily.
Again, these windy conditions, the ball just doesn't get to the same location you've been expecting.
Ace for Karai.
Get the first one in, rip the second one.
Service by Karai. Point, Karai Steffes.
Good top spin the first time, but this is going straight hubby-wife. You take it, I've got it. No communication. There really wasn't time to get any good conversation going during that play.
Team. In 1992, just 7 years later, he was making $1 million a year plus bonuses playing in Italy. Talk about upward mobility in your job.
And that doesn't include prize money he won on the beach last year, over $325,000.
Good set, and Dodd kills it.
Be careful.
On center court, I should say. Dodd, Whitmarsh. 5-1 the score. This one, Kent Steffes serving from the good side now.
Play 3:35 score.
Hurry. Come on.
Right to Steffes. And Karch goes on two.
Evidence, Kira and Steffes creeping back in.
3 in a row they've scored. And 4 in a row. Ace for Steffes. So the good side apparently is very, very good. 5 minutes, 36 seconds to go. A 5-5 tie. We'll be back after these words from your local station.
We're going to get Marvin.
I tell you, Marvin doesn't need dancing lessons, so we know exactly what he does with his per diem.
Marvin got to open a dancing school, like you said, to get out of the referee business. Kent Steffes with the serve. We've got a good one going on center. Seal Beach is a tournament they have never won together. Disappointing 5th the last 2 years for ended last year by Whitmarsh. And here we are. Snapping it off.
Subsequent, Whitmarsh had really to withdraw from because of physical problems, but I don't think that's going to be the case today. He'll be able to finish this.
Steffes, Karch, Karai, they are the 2 number ones, according to the computer. And Whitmarsh still has good steam, along with National League batting champion Tony Gwynn. Both on to bigger and better things in different sports.
Come on, Mike!
Dodd has it. Chance for a point. Nope, Karch is there. And Steffes loops it in.
A point from the bad side, only the 3rd of the match out of 11 total on the board.
Offense like by Kent Steffes. What's the scene?
Got to read, this ball has touched Kent Steffes on the block. It's coming with the left hand. You cannot allow this ball to go down, although a tough chance deep up the middle and good location by Steffes.
Known as the Babe Ruth of volleyball. Won with 4 partners back in 1972. That's also a record for 1 year. Steffes with the block. And now Karai and Steffes have their first lead, 6-5.
And because of Mike Whitmarsh's history and the number of extra matches that he and his partner have played, you got to start wondering. He's starting to drag a little bit.
Steffes can't get that one as Whitmarsh tortures one. Mike Whitmarsh has a pretty good sense of humor about his condition. As Steffes hits it out of bounds. Mike Whitmarsh.
It was a 6-pack, no big deal.
6-6. And Steffes gently. Now it is 6-6. That pass. Good set. And the drill.
Of Mike Whitmarsh for what turned out to be an easy setting opportunity.
Dodd trying to spin up that deep ace. Beautiful set. And Kent Steffes showing you some of it can run and can jump. And you know what they say, Paul, the apple doesn't roll far from the tree.
Whitmarsh have been serving. They're not having that much trouble receiving from the bad side right now.
6-6 our score. And too much heat. Dodd was in the right spot. John Stevenson, who is now the AVP president. Shot. Volleyball here on NBC. Final day of the Miller Lite Seal Beach Open. Win has it. And lift call. Mustard, what do you think, Guru Paul Sunderland?
Well, not a hard-driven ball. Shot that Mike Whitmarsh has to take cleanly. He's got to rebound that off a hand. And the pull-down pass. And the yellow card admonished to Mike Dodd. Very tight call.
Let's see if that affects play. 6-6 is our score. Dodd hitting hard. Dodd is one of the smartest players to ever play pro beach volleyball. He's also one of the toughest. Consider the Under Fire award. He played with Tim Hovland for over 10 years.
Both teams in a very long side battle, able to regain possession, passing and setting the ball extremely well.
Another one home.
Any mistakes, and they wear you down.
6-6 is our score. Whitmarsh on the line.
I'll tell you, the nylon rope here anchored to the sand, and you've got to tattoo it sometimes to get it past the defensive scored upon. They make an unusual, unforced error.
Seven to 6. Whitmarsh and Dodd lead by 1. Dodd brought Pat Powers to a win here last year. Can he do it with Whitmarsh? Karch. Whitmarsh coming alive.
Whitmarsh had 7 stuffed blocks in the finals of the contenders bracket. And way over the net, again, anticipating the shot direction, jumping into the angle against Karch Kirai.
The majority of the money, over $230,000 apiece. Steffes and Steffes.
Dodd on the bad side.
Good.
Steffes blocks back. Ken Steffes rebounds with a block. 3:43 to go. 8-7. Dodd and Whitmarsh. Along with Paul Sunderland, I'm Chris Marlowe. The Miller Lite Seal Beach Open. Dodd and Whitmarsh leading the Kings of the Beach, Kirai and Steffes by a point. But now Karch and Kent have gone over to the good side and will be serving into the wind. Could be the critical juncture of this game. Karch to serve. And he goes long.
Steffes have been worse on the good side.
Here comes Karch. And nice. Ken Steffes going over the top. At the gate. He wants to be a corporate raider, retire when he's 33, take over companies.
No one.
Whitmarsh. Karch, did he get it? Couldn't quite bring it back.
Got the first ball, and Kirai a little bit fooled by it. Maybe a change in direction. He's backing up here, and Whit goes with a good short change of pace. Kirai gets to number 1, but can't get to number 3.
Dodd and Whitmarsh lobbing easily on the serve. Karch stopped. But there was a net call. Violation. Oh, most of them gold, but interestingly, Karch has never had a cavity in his life. Little trivia for you, Paul. Once went 4 years without going to the dentist.
I'll tell you, that answered one of the things I really wondered about Karch Kirai.
5-1, they went over to the bad side, gave up 4. Dodd, big dig, Whit going. And the put away!
What a set by Whitmarsh. The ball blows back to him. He has to gauge that. Right now, Mike Whitmarsh going, where's the ball going to come down? He slows down. It's blowing back to him. Now he has to set the ball just far enough off the net for Dodd to finish.
It's 9-7 as Karch rolls one over the top. Loyola got 4. Adam Johnson and Akitabi, Eric Fenoy, Moana, Tim Hovland finished in 5th.
Yeah, fine.
Steffes. And Steffes cuts inside. Under 3 minutes to play now. And it's a 1-point game. Last year, Kirai and Steffes had won 13 straight tournaments coming into Seal Beach and lost. This year they come in with finished 7th, as did Tim Walmer and Dan Verbalovich. So Stokelo, St. Louis having some problems. Out of
Dominated in Cleveland and lost by a total of 2 points.
Dodd serving, his team leading by 1, 9-8. Dodd got it up. Can he put it away? Not yet. Steffes. And he puts it down. You can see Steffes thinking, who do I hit this ball to, Dodd or Whitmarsh? And he went to Whit.
Well, in that ball, again, Kirai's got to bump set that ball with all the strength he's got into a gusting wind. Steffes cranks it from about 12 feet off the net, goes deep and hard at Whitmarsh's inside hand.
And another 20 right here on NBC. Dan Marino. And it's an ace. John Elway couldn't have put it on the line any better. Tied it at 9-9.
This looked like Joe Montana the other night in his homecoming party, or I should say recovery party from the injury spout that he went through.
Dodd, bad pass. Could be another point for Kirai and Steffes. Dodd tries to chicken it over, could not. Point, Kirai and Steffes now 10-9, they lead.
No secret why Dodd and Whitmarsh have used all of their 4 20-second timeouts, trying to slow things down. And if Whitmarsh is getting tired with good reason, their 9th match of the tournament.
Whitmarsh and Dodd, though, however, will be going over to the good.
Whitmarsh trying to muster everything he has got. No IV bags this week for Mike Whitmarsh, just a change in medication.
Steffes snaps one inside.
Whitmarsh are now taking prescription levels of salt and sodium to try to balance out his metabolism.
Here comes Whitmarsh in purple. Steffes has the dig on him. Over the top, Kirai.
Kirai and Steffes needed the 11-9 side change because they're going over to the Bungo Straits, the bad side, the windy side, and they get it here at the end.
2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Kirai and Steffes by 2. Windy conditions for the players. 11-9. Kirai and Steffes lead Whitmarsh and Dodd. The championship final here at the Miller. Trying to hang on here and get back in it on the good side.
Opportunity for Dodd. He had an ace early with the high spinner.
And tapping down the line, Steffes, who's been the difference in first and second. $30,000 the winning team, $18,000 to the second place team. Dodd still with heat, racks one through. Every time I play. Needs a block.
Get out of there!
And Steffes hits one out. So Whitmarsh and Dodd creep to within 1, 11-10.
I mentioned 4-on-4 stairs before 8. That's the first one in crunch time, and Dodd and Whitmarsh within 1.
Stuffed. Karch brings it up and pounds it down.
Do you need to cover your player? You bet. Kirai right on the spot. Dodd screaming for the lift against Kirai. And that may have just saved the match. Write that one down.
I saw exactly what happened. Get on the court.
Another yellow card administered to Dodd and Whitmarsh for arguing with Jim Leonard.
Hey, that's it.
Jim Leonard considered the best referee
I saw the play.
on tour. Gets screamed at by the players the most, I guess because he's doing big matches. Whitmarsh puts it away again.
Important side out, and Dodd is continuing. Felt that Karch Kirai lifted the ball illegally, carried it on the coverage and save he made for his partner, Kent Steffes.
Down by a point, Dodd and Whitmarsh.
What?
No.
Whitmarsh has found the cure for him. It's time for Kirai and Steffes to see if they can figure what ails them, hitting against big Mike Whitmarsh, taking away the angle against Kirai.
Tied at 11. Karch getting the call and answer.
A definitive line call to his partner, Karch Kirai. Kirai
Spinning.
Good, Mike. Yeah, angle.
Karch. He's got it. Steffes. Dodd answers.
Mike Dodd wants to win again. It's been a while. Karch Kirai wants to keep winning. Scrambling, covering once again, keeping the ball in play, and Dodd going smartly on the second opportunity. Good free ball pass. Give your partner the option. Set me or go ahead and crank. Dodd with a good choice.
Mike Dodd, he has won with Hovland in his career. Karch and Dodd never have won together. And what an upset this would be to knock off Kirai and Steffes and stop yet another win streak. Last year, Whitmarsh knocked out Kirai along with Brian Lewis.
Got to give Mike Dodd a lot of credit. A lot of people tried to get him away from Mike Whitmarsh, saying, hey, Whitmarsh can't finish, but Dodd has been there for him.
Karch. And an interesting scenario now, Paul.
Got to score one first and get the lead.
Steffes to take the lead. Whitmarsh got it. Steffes. Karch. Big play here. Can Whit finish? No, not yet. That's down.
Rally of the summer, no doubt about it, and Steffes might have paid the price. Again, going into the banner court side or hitting one of our cameras. He looks okay going back out. Phenomenal play by all four players. Whitmarsh ripping at Kirai. Steffes trying to finally come over and make the save. Got to make sacrifices if you want to win.
Timeout call by Kirai and Steffes. Full timeout. 46 and 6/10 seconds to go. We are tied at 11. Miller Lite Seal Beach title up for grabs. 11-all. Kirai, Steffes, Whitmarsh, and Dodd. Kirai and Steffes had to take a timeout. An exhausting chase for this ball.
Well, Mike Whitmarsh ripping at the end of this, trying to finish the rally. Kirai chicken wings it up, and here comes Kent Steffes, reminiscent of a lot of plays earlier in the year. Into the banners, into the crowd, into the camera. Cannot keep the ball in play.
46 and a half seconds to go. Dodd will serve. Kirai and Steffes on the bad side in trouble. Steffes. Touch. Nice play by Steffes. So the side out to Kirai and Steffes. You only have to win by one if time runs out. Plenty of time for a number of things to happen. Dodd and Whitmarsh, Kirai and Steffes. We're tied at 11-all.
Here we go.
Just under 42 seconds to go. And it only runs during play. Steffes touched the net. He said he didn't. But referee George Carey said yes. Could have been his shirt call turning off the net.
Well, Mike Whitmarsh has had that called on him a couple of times. He's been very careful to tuck his tank top inside the shirt. Now, you can't touch the net with anything. Right there where he turns, the floppy part of his jersey goes into the net. Just a brush. That might have been point number 12 in the lead.
Tied at 11, 36 seconds to go. Whitmarsh pumps it up to take the lead. Not yet. Karch gobbles it back up. And Whit is there. 26 seconds to go. Whitmarsh. He kills it!
Mike Whitmarsh has been asked 10,000 questions, and he's answering them all this week in Seal Beach. He is coming through at the end when he is most fatigued.
12 to 11. 20 seconds to go. Dodd with a dig. Score!
comeback. First Whitmarsh, now Dodd with the dig. Up 2 on the good side.
Ryan Steffes in desperation time. 15 seconds to go. And Karch lets it go. That could be it. Karch.
They let it go on purpose. They want to get to the good side. They want to get to the good side with as much time as possible left. Strategic, risky, and maybe a smart move.
Don Whitmarsh, however, in command. Seconds to go. Mike Whitmarsh and his partner Mike Dodd serving for the championship. Ryan Steffes trying to terminate quickly. This could be it. Dodd and Whitmarsh, time running down. Whitmarsh. And the clock is going to run out. Dodd and Whitmarsh are going to win it. The upset of the summer.
Yes, Whitty. Whitty, say something to the crowd. Finally, finally. There you go, Mike. Good job, Mike.
The Kings of the Beach have lost. Mike Whitmarsh and Mike Whitmarsh have done it at Seal Beach. We're back. Dodd and Whitmarsh have won for the first time ever. The monkey is off. Mike Whitmarsh is back. Our Old Spice winning moment. Mike Dodd and Mike Whitmarsh in the rally of the summer. Whitmarsh in purple making the dig. Careening one down the line. Karai and Steffes chasing, but they could not bring it back. Dodd and Whitmarsh. That will do it. Upset here in Seal Beach for Paul Sunderland. I'm Chris Marlowe. Seal Beach is now a spit.